Questions 1 through 10 on the 2012 Grade 10 Cayley Math Contest. The value of 5 minus 2 over 2 plus 1 is, the numerator here is 3, the denominator is 3, and 3 over 3 is equal to 1. So number 1, the answer is 1, and that is choice B. The average of 1, 3, and x is 3. What is the value of x? 1 plus 3 plus x divided by 3. That's how you find the average of three numbers. And they're saying that is equal to 3. So cross multiply and we get 3 times 3 is 9. 1 plus 3 is 4, so we have 4 plus x is equal to 9. And therefore x is equal to 9 minus 4, which is 5. So, number 2, the answer is B. Which of the following is obtained by rotating the figure to the right clockwise by 90 degrees? So we're going this way 90 degrees. So just take your phone, if you're watching on a phone, and rotate it 90 degrees, or take your laptop and rotate it 90 degrees. And when you do, you'll find that the shape ends up to look like that. Number 3 is A. The value of negative 1 to the power of 3 plus negative 1 to the power of 2 plus negative 1 is. Negative 1 to the power of 3 is negative 1. Negative 1 to the power of 2 is 1. And then we have this negative 1. So these two cancel, that just becomes 0, and all you're left with is just a negative 1. So number 4, the answer is D. 100 minus x, the square root, is equal to 9, and we have to find x. So first thing, square both sides, and if you do, you get 100 minus x is equal to 81. And then we can bring the x over, and then bring the 81 over. So x is 100 minus 81, and therefore x is equal to 19. So number 5, the answer is E. A basket contains 12 apples, 15 bananas, and no other fruit. If 3 more bananas are added to the basket, what fraction of the fruit in the basket will be bananas? Initially, we have 12 apples and 15 bananas, and then we're adding 3 more. So now we're up to 18 bananas. So now we have 18 bananas and 12 apples. So they're saying what fraction of the basket is bananas now? Well, that's 18 bananas over 18 plus 12. That's the total amount of fruit. So that's 18 over 30. And in lowest terms, if you divide top and bottom by 6, you get 3 over 5. So number 6, the answer is C. The circle graph shows the results of asking 150 students to choose pizza, Thai food, or Greek food. How many students choose Greek food? And Greek food, by the way, is excellent. I've tried it many times, and they have many Greek restaurants in Canada. So we have pizza 20%, and Thai is 38%. So since this whole graph represents 100%, Greek you can get by subtracting from 120 and 38. So it would be 100% minus 20 minus 38. And that gives you 42%. So we have 150 students, so 42% of them, so 0.42 times 150 students is how many chose Greek food. And that is 63. So number 7, the answer is E. The product is equal to, well, 1 minus a third is 2/3, 1 minus a quarter is 3/4, and 1 minus a fifth is 4/5. And the good news here is that since this is a product, this cancels with that, and that cancels with that. So very quickly, you get just 2 over 5. Number 8 is 2 over 5, which is choice A. A class of 30 students was asked what they did on their winter holiday. Winter. So you know it's Canada. 20 students said they went skating. 9 students said they went skiing. I have been skating, but I've never been skiing in my entire life. I know that's very shameful, but that's the truth. Exactly 5 students said that they went skating and went skiing. How many students did not go skating and did not go skiing? Well, we'll draw some diagrams here. Hopefully this will be somewhat accurate. And this is how we're going to do this. So the first circle represents all the people who went skating. Second circle is a little bit smaller. It represents all the people that went skiing, which I hope to do someday. And they tell me that 20 students went skating. So this whole circle, the big one, is 20, and this smaller circle is 9. But 5 students went both skating and skiing. So that 5 goes right here, this common region. That is the region that represents students that went both skating and skiing. Now, the big circle represents skating, and they told me that 20 students went skating. Well, 5 is already here, so that means this region's got to be 15. Okay, so does that make sense? 15 plus 5 is 20, and 20 went skating, and skating is represented by that large circle. In the same way, by the same principle, if skiing is represented by the smaller circle, and 9 students went skiing, and 5 has already been placed there, that means this region is a 4. And I know it's not drawn to scale, well, but you get the idea. So how many students do we have total here? Well, we got 5 plus 15 plus 4, so that is 24 students that went either skating or skiing or a combination of both. But there's 30 students altogether. So 30 minus 24, which is 6, are the students that did not go skiing and did not go skating and therefore were not represented in that diagram. So number 9, the answer is 6, which is choice B. A solid rectangular prism has dimensions 4 by 2 by 2, and a 1 by 1 by 1 cube is cut out of the corner, creating a new solid shown. What is the surface area of the new solid? Interesting question, because when you chop or cut out this solid, the surface area does not change. Why? Well, how do I explain that? Well, basically, the thing is, right, when you chop it out, I'll just draw a little imaginary cube and let it put in green here. What you'll notice is that when you cut it out, the top surface of that is the same as that surface that results. And similarly, this surface, when you cut it out, is the exact same as that surface there. And then this surface here that you can see will be the exact same as this surface here that you cannot see. So what's interesting is that the surface area does not change. So all you really have to do is find the surface area of the original prism. And that is going to be 4 times 2 times 2, right? Because you have 2 sides that have dimensions of 4 and 2. So you have to multiply it by 2. Then you've got this guy and the same on the other side. So 2 times 2 times 2. And then we've got the top and the bottom, the very top and the very bottom. And that's going to be, again, 2 times 4 times 2. So that's the surface area of the original. And when you cut out that block, the surface area does not change as previously explained. So this becomes 8 times 2, which is 16. This is 8 and 16. So that gives me 40. Number 10, therefore the answer is C.